Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about delivery driver leaves after tip cut. So recently I got an email from one of my subscribers. BC, thank you so much for emailing me about this and making this video possible. And apparently drivers are becoming wildly unhinged and going after people after they pull a tip baiting maneuver. You know how they say you gotta be careful who you mess with? Well, this time, the customer got lucky and the driver got caught. But holy crap, did this go really far. So with that said, we are talking about everything that is being said in this email and article, how it actually is for Doordash UberEats and Grubhub drivers and customers, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Hey, this one's not too far from your stomping grounds. Do people ordering in forget the delivery driver knows where they are? There is this assumption that people think that the people screwing them over have actually put thought into a lot of the things that they do. And in reality, they really don't. Scammy people will always be scamming. That's just reality. That doesn't mean they're intelligent. That just means they're shit people. To be honest though, the driver is not in the right here. Let me put that out right now. If you are going to people's homes after getting tip baited, you're not in the right either. I get that it's frustrating. Believe me, I get that it's frustrating, but you take it up with the company and you let them handle it. You don't take it up with the customer. You can't expect the wrong people to do the right thing. That's just reality. Okay, I'm not gonna read this whole article. There is just a lot of trigger words and YouTube will demonetize me, but I'll give a quick summary. So this gig worker of some kind, whether it's a pizza delivery driver for a restaurant or a gig worker who got tip baited or not tipped at all, ended up going absolutely apeshit on a customer with a slicey boy for the sake of YouTube monetization. 22-year-old Brianna Alvilo, as the suspect in the case, got upset that she received a bad tip. She then returned back to the scene of the crime after performing some slicey boy actions with a man and a pew-pew to force their way into the room and go after the customer that he already slicey boyed. Literally the next day, she is arrested for attempted murder, kidnapping, and aggravated assault. Literally took the items and the person. This guy could have literally just been deactivated from the freaking platform. And they could have been reported on so many ways. But you chose violence. Like, really? This is the most over-the-top response possible. I get it. There are scumbag people who should be held accountable. If anyone understands that, it's the raging a-hole on YouTube that makes a lot of noise about it. But really? Kidnapping? Slicey boy activity? Breaking and entering? Aggravated assault? There is so much wrong here. I can't even. And you know what the worst part is that you know that there's gonna be some mouthy little shit in the comments that are gonna be like,
you see, this is exactly why you don't tip your drivers. Like, why would I give this person money? Like, they just went out of control. A tip is for good service only.
Meanwhile, that's completely inaccurate. It's coming from a very uneducated space. But you only built into his uneducated space by responding that way. I don't even like making videos like this. I got an email about it, so I made a video about it. Probably not gonna make a video about something like this again. But stop. Just stop. You just justified a lot of wrong by acting that way. Although I will say this, no particular company name was mentioned. It was just pizza delivery and bad tip. There's no company name, no name for anything. It's just that. But you know who's gonna end up taking the heat for that? The idiot drivers in the same space. Although I will say this, if you are in a position to where you get wildly emotional because somebody tip baited you or the base pay was high enough for you to accept, but there's no hidden tip or anything like that and that frustrated you, I get it. but it also comes from a position of scarcity. You need to diversify your gig portfolio. You have to develop an exit strategy. The gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal. It's not the goal. So it's vital that you act on these things so you never feel like you're in a position where this is 100% necessary for you. I pray you never reach that point. I hope you have a community of people that are going to help you stay away from this particular mindset. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. And thankfully, that is where the Driven Wyld Discord server is here to help. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I've partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings. More live streams with high-level professionals in our industry. Educational systems designed to help you build your own dispatch company as well as other scalable opportunities. Driven Wyld is also kicking off its Dispatching for Beginners course, and we are changing the game and transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers get more opportunities. So whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not the goal, and we like to see something with more growth potential and scalability, there's something here for you. Check the link in the description and get started with making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.